clean is this thing? Yeah, it's kind of clean. It's not super clean. But, yeah, one thing I like about working by myself is that my impatient ass doesn't have to deal with stupid people anymore. Look at the super motor put in work. No, man, for real. Like, holy shit, I can't see the fucking road. There's leaves everywhere. Damn. Holy shit, this is rough. Oh my god. I can't believe this is even a road. This is a road. Nah, man, I've worked. Anybody who's worked a day in their lives knows you could have a job licking stamps. You could have the easiest job in the world. You could have a job where you press a button all day. You go into the work at the button factory and you just sit there and press a button all day. And that job will become 1,000,000 times harder with a shitty coworker. You could have a job where you go into a big fucking mansion and you get your dick sucked by 3 different girls every day. You make $45 an hour. And let me tell you what, man, that job will suck dick. No pun intended. If you have shitty coworkers. There's something about them, man. They just bring out the fucking worst in me. I had a job one time at this drilling company. I guess I was 18. This is like my first big boy job. You know, my friend got me in. Shout out to my friend. I'm not gonna say his name just in case. I don't know the legalities. But I started working there. You know, I was making pretty good money, lots of overtime. I was like, this is peaches and cream, you know. I'm getting money, working with my friend, I'm outdoors, getting air. This isn't bad at all. Well, that was good for like a month. Everything was fine for like a month, you know. We go off for like a few days, stay in a hotel room, go outside, you know, do big old manly work, throw mud at each other and stuff. It was great, you know, I loved it. Then one week they're just like, hey man, you're gonna have to work with, you're scheduled to work with this guy. And I had heard stories that he was a pretty, you know, hard-ass guy. It's kind of hard to work with. And I was like, well, you know, who knows? We'll see what happens. I'm pretty easy to get along with. You know, it may not seem like that, but I really am. I go into work, I do my job the best I can every day. I always give 100% effort. So I start with this guy. I go in there in the morning and he's like loading up the truck for the day. And I'm like, hey man, you need any help with anything? Because he's loading up like a whole truck for a whole job by himself. He just goes, no. So I go, alright, well, there's nothing you need me to do then right now. It's like, not at this particular moment. I was like, alright, well, you know, I'll be around, I guess. I just want to keep myself busy, you know, I didn't want this guy to think I was a slouch. So I go into the shop, I grab a broom, I start like sweeping. I'm in there for like 5 minutes. He comes over and he's just like, he stands in the doorway looking at me. I put the broom, I'm like, what's up? And he just stares at me for like 30 seconds. And I go, you need something? He goes, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm in here sweeping. He's like, well, we gotta get going. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's alright. Alright, let's go. Let's fucking roll, man. I get in the truck, driving there. It's got the fucking like AC cranked. This is like 5 in the morning. I'm freezing. I have a t-shirt on. I'm like, you know, all covered up, like fucking rubbing my arms and shit, like sitting there shivering to death. I'm like, oh, he's just sitting there fucking hitting his vape with the windows up, ignoring me, no music on. I'm just like, oh great, I get to work with this guy for the next fucking week. What a treat. We get to the place, start doing our shit. And keep in mind, this is like my third or fourth week on the job. I've never done this before. We were doing like, say it was like, we were doing like something had to do with like drilling wells, and like everything else I was doing was just like pure like augering, like, you know, drilling holes for like foundation and stuff. So it was a completely different process, completely different tools, completely different truck, completely different standards. You know, before I was basically just like a bitch who would hand them heavy objects and, you know, carry stuff and dig mud, mix cement. So I mean, I was just, you know, a kind of a grunt. You know, nothing too prestigious about my position. Well, I find out that this guy's been doing this shit for like 20 years. So he's an old crabby bastard. So I'm like, alright, well, fuck. I tell him, you know, we're in the car, and I'm just trying to, you know, like, make the peace with him. I'm like, hey, man, you know, I'm like, you know, I don't want to get in your way. I don't want to slow you down or anything. I'm like, so, you know, I'm new to this. I'm like, if I'm doing anything wrong at all, just tell me. You know, just be upfront with me. It's totally cool, man. I get it, you know. Because I know I'm the new guy. I don't mean to slow your workday down or anything. Like, I know you kind of got stuck with me today, but, you know, we'll try to make the best of it. He just goes, all right. Like, yeah, all right, very assuring. So we get there, we start doing shit, and immediately I just want to quit. We're like standing by the thing. He's like screwing something on. I'm like standing there just watching, trying to learn while not make a fucking total idiot of myself. And he would just stop like 30 seconds and just go. I'd say, what do you need? He goes, I'm like, I'm not doing this. What do you need? The wrench? Oh, you need the wrench. Why didn't you fucking say you needed the wrench, you dumb fuck? God damn, it was fucking annoying. Hate working with people like that. I was going right into that bank. But this went on all day. Just this bullshit, you know? And I'm like a hot-blooded 18-year-old. You know? I think I own the world. I think the world's my bitch. You know? So I'm like... I'm fucking frustrated. I'm fucking all panicked and tacked out by the end of the day. I'm just so on edge. I'm like fucking shaking, you know? Because every time I do something, it's fucking wrong. And I'm like, what the fuck happened to this guy that he's such an asshole? I mean, you know, I want to help. I'm here to just, I'm trying my best. I'm new at this job, and this guy just giving me shit. So I get back to the shop, and I'm like, oh man, rough day, you know? And they're like, oh yeah. And I check the schedule, and I'm scheduled with him for the next, like, week. So the next day I go in. That'll happen. Sometimes. Damn. It's pretty soft over here. Great. These mirrors are all fucked up. God damn it. Oh, that's all fucked. Look at that. The unbreakable levers work pretty well. Oh well, it happens. But that 17-inch wheel on the front, combined with the street tire and the soft street suspension, simple dirt roads like this, it'll fuck up quite hard. You go around a turn, and you really got to be careful because it will wash out a lot easier than you think. Even on something like a Harley, it's not going to be as bad because you're at a lower center of gravity. There's more weight, but this thing here is on pretty tall legs. It's light, the suspension's soft, and those little tiny wheels up front just don't do much for it. So you got to be extremely careful on roads like this. You'd be surprised at how quick you can fuck up. And but see, I got my gloves on, or else that would have been some dirt. That would have been some cuts. Got my proper gear on, cowboy boots protecting my legs when I went down. It's all good, man. I guess I had to crash this thing one more time before I sold it, right? That mount's really fucking loose now. It knocked it out. Clutch still works, so that's good. And if I didn't have those unbreakable levers on there, I probably would have just fucking snapped that clutch right off and I'd be riding home on no clutch. So next week, I guess, I don't know. There was like a time whenever we had to go like pretty far away. And normally when we go to these job sites, we take like 2 trucks. And so we're going pretty far away, going on a toll road. I was looking at the map, and I never have any cash on me. So like the day we're supposed to do this dance, I was like, oh fuck, man, I don't have any cash. So I go up to him and I go, hey man, I really hate to say this, but I don't have any cash on me for tolls. He just looks at me and he's just like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, I don't have any cash on me for the toll roads we're gonna go on. He's like, we're taking 1 truck. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't fucking know that. I was just fucking checking. It was getting to the point where, I mean, I'm such a fucking baby. I was just like, you know, he'd say something to me and I just fucking start, you know, my fucking hands start shaking, and I was just like, oh my god, this guy's a fucking nightmare. I was just so confused. I was like, did I do something to him? I'm like, is like my fucking, does he like know my parents and like not like me or something? I was so confused at how hard he was being on me, you know? But towards the end of it all, I was loading shit up, and he just like kept fucking sit there and look at me, and I just say like, dude, I don't know what you want. I do not know what you want. Just tell me what you want. And you yell at me, the thing, god damn it. So I went home that night. The next day I just called in and was like, hey man, I quit, fuck this. I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore. This sucks. I can't stand working with him. And the boss, I mean, he's pretty cool. He was just like, you know, well, why? What's going on? What's he doing and stuff? I'm like, I can't work with him anymore. You know, and I'm like, I know if I work there, I'm gonna have to keep working with him from time to time. My friend works there, and he's just like, yeah, he's a pain in the ass, but it's just something you gotta deal with. It's like, man, I just have something differently wired in my brain where I just can't let shit like that go. I'm like, I cannot work with you. I can't work in the same place as you. You fucking suck. So yeah, that was about it.